If I can, because you've raised that question, control. I know my experiences, but I'm interested in, for this public hearing tonight, would you explain to the governing body and to the community, if we don't take steps, what the authority of the court could be specifically in terms of appointing a special master, and what does that mean for our borough if a special master is appointed?
Essentially, everything I went through tonight, there's a reason why I went through all those slides, is this is designed to be a voluntary process where the governing body works with its professionals and developers to a certain extent, because they're the ones that are going to be building the units, and come up with a plan that's best for your town. If not, there's what's called a special master assigned by the court. A special master is a planner, licensed planner, just like myself, but they work for the court. And they come in and they do the plan for you. Or they, let's just say that the best way to put it is they put a heavy hand on you and they guide you where you don't want to be guided sometimes. Then you also have the Fair Share Housing Center. At the end of the day, they're going to review and sign off on any settlement agreement. And you have the judge who's going to oversee this whole process. It's a voluntary process. I've done it almost all through the voluntary process where the governing bodies have worked together with the professionals to put this plan together. I've also, unfortunately, been on the other side where they didn't go through the voluntary process and we went through a trial. And it's a brutal experience. Basically, in this one particular case, they took the zoning away from the town. They put on what's called a scarce resource restraint, which prohibited any projects being built in the town except for affordable housing projects. Because what they basically say is, listen, you've had 30 plus years to come up with a plan. You have this big number. The number's big because we haven't chipped away at it. It should be something about half of that by now, but we haven't chipped away over the years. So what they can do is what they've done to me in another town is say, all right, you can't have any commercial, you can't have any non-residential projects built until you start complying. And then somebody else, they come in and they help you with the zoning. When I say help, they basically write your zoning for you. And then there's a lot of different, powers that they start taking away from you if you're not compliant. Tonight, we're not compliant. What I'm trying to do is move that step. And it's not a big step. It's a little step. I get that. I'll get 31 credits out of this. But like I said before, we don't have to satisfy the whole 354. I can take, 89 units out of that through bonuses, so the number drops down, quickly. It's about voluntary compliance at the end of the day.
Mayor, just one other thing for the record, and I've asked this before, but I want to be clear about this. This is being recorded. As the borough attorney, I'm conveying I've had virtually no impact from the developer, and certainly not the attorneys for the developer. But what I'm asking you is, have they impacted at all in your decision-making?
In my decision-making?
Yeah, and in your recommendations?
No, actually, if you read, the proof is in the redevelopment plan, which everybody has a copy of, and again, it's on file with the clerk. It's already been introduced. It's been heard from the planning board. But it's the redevelopment plan. I prepared it. I signed it. If you read that plan, to answer your question, I put in, my office, all the requirements and the protections for the borough as far as off-site improvements, on-site improvements, design standards, parking standards, and so forth.